Let's look at the conservation of momentum in elastic collisions. Two billiard balls of equal mass collide head-on, each moving at 1 meter per second speed. What are the final velocities? So here's our case. We have ball A, which is colored yellow. It is moving with a velocity VA to the right. We have ball B, which is colored red. It's moving with a velocity VB to the left. So we're going to call this our before case. Then we have a collision where ball A and ball B collide head-on. And then in the after case, which I'll label with an A, ball A, which is yellow, is now moving to the left with a velocity VA, and ball B, which is colored red, is moving to the right with a velocity VB. Our goal is to find the velocities of balls A and B. So we're given two billiard balls of equal mass. So let's break down our given. So G here is for given. Mass of ball A, is equal to mass of ball B. They're both equal to the same mass. We know that the initial speed of ball A is 1 meter per second to the right, and we know that the initial speed of ball B is 1 meter per second to the left. The speeds are 1 meter per second, and once we add that arrow indicating the direction, our speeds become velocities. So this is our before case. We know the masses and we know the velocities, but we don't know the exact masses, we just know that they're equal to each other. Our find, we'll label with F, is to find the after speeds of both ball A and ball B and their directions, or in other words, the velocities of ball A and ball B. Since we're looking at the conservation of momentum in elastic collisions, we need an equation called the conservation of momentum. So we need the sum of the momentum that is before the collision. We have our equal sign there, and our sum of the momentum and the after scenario. So let's look at conservation of momentum. Because you see the word conservation, think of an equal sign. And in this case, we're looking at conservation of momentum, so we need the momentum before and we need the momentum after. So we have momentum, which is given by definition, momentum, little curly p, is equal to the mass of an object multiplied by its velocity. And both velocity and momentum are vectors, so I have arrows above the letters. Now that we know what a momentum is, let's look at the conservation of momentum. Here's the equal sign in our equation. We're looking at the before and the after case. We have two objects, so we have two equations of momentum in both before and in after, because we have an elastic collision and they bounce off of one another. So let's take a look at before. We got the mass of ball A multiplied by the velocity of ball A plus the mass of ball B multiplied by the velocity of ball B in the before case, then the equal sign due to the collision, and that is equal to the mass of ball A times the velocity of ball A after the collision plus the mass of ball B times the velocity of ball B after the collision. Now the first thing we're told is that MA is equal to MB, and because they're equal to each other, we can eliminate mass out of the equation. It just divides out. The other thing that we're given is that velocity A is 1 meter per second to the right, and velocity B initially is 1 meter per second to the left. Therefore, in the initial case, we've got 1 meter per second for ball A, and it's going to the right. And since we're not given a direction that's indicating positive or negative, let's make everything moving to the right be our positive direction. So our value for velocity A is 1 meter per second to the right, and it's positive because it's moving to the right. Now, velocity of ball B is also 1 meter per second, but because ball B is moving to the left, which is in the opposite direction of positive x, we have to put a negative sign here, and that is our before case. Then the equal sign is the collision, and then the after case, the only thing we're left with is the velocity of ball A, which is to one direction, and then we have the velocity of ball B, which should be in the exact opposite direction due to the elastic collisions and the balls bouncing off of one another. So you can see that 1 meter per second minus 1 meter per second is just 0. So the left-hand side goes to 0. And we are left, when we solve this problem finally, that the velocity of ball A is exactly equal to the negative of the velocity of ball B. So they have the exact same value, but they're moving in opposite directions. Now, we still don't know the final answer. It says, what are the final velocities? In order to find the final velocities, we need to turn to the conservation of kinetic energy in elastic collisions. Here's our same two billiard balls of equal mass collide head-on, each moving at 1 meter per second. What are the final velocities? Well, we need to find the final velocities by adding another equation. If we take a look at our previous equation, we see that we have two unknowns, velocity A and velocity B. Two unknowns means you need two equations. We have one equation from the conservation of momentum, and we're going to get our second equation from the conservation of kinetic energy. So what we know from the first conservation law is that VA is equal to minus VB. So now we need another equation relating A and B for velocity A and velocity B to solve for the actual numerical values. So let's take a look at the conservation of elastic collisions, conservation of kinetic energy in elastic collisions. So once again, you see the word conservation. Conservation, think equal sign. So we need a before case on the left and we need an after case on the right. Since we're looking at elastic collisions, the equal sign will be the collision. So we want to look at what's before the collision and what's after the collision. Since we're looking at kinetic energy, and kinetic energy is by definition 1/2 mv squared, then we're looking for kinetic energy of each ball before the collision and the kinetic energy of each ball after the collision. So in the before collision case, we have 1/2. I'm just going to replace the mass of ball A and mass of ball B with just m now because they're the same mass. 1/2 mVA squared for ball A plus 1/2 mVB squared for ball B, and that is equal to 1/2 mVA squared for ball A times 1/2 mVB squared for ball B, but in the after case. That's the big clue here. We have after and we have before. So let's see what we can get rid of. Well, we notice right away we can get rid of the 1/2s because 1/2 appears in every single problem. They just divide out. M also divides out. And now we need to put in our values. We know that VA and VB before the collision are 1 meter per second. So we've got 1 meter per second for the velocity of ball A, and we need to square it. We need to add on 1 meter per second for the velocity of ball B. And even though it's going in the negative direction, it really doesn't matter because we're squaring the value. So the square of -1 is just 1, so we just square it. Now we don't know VA squared or VB squared, but we can get a relationship relating VA and VB from the same equation, from the same problem. So we add on 1 meter per second squared plus 1 meter per second squared is going to equal 1 plus 1 is 2. So 1 squared is 1, plus 1 squared or minus 1 squared is 1, that's 2. M squared is meter squared, and S squared is second squared. And that is equal to VA squared plus VB squared. Now I'm going to go ahead and substitute in from our previous equation where VA is equal to minus VB. So let's go ahead and substitute this in here. So we have 2 meters per second, meters squared per second squared. And that is going to equal VA squared. And we know that, well, we can plug this in. We know VB is equal to minus VA. So if we have VB squared, we're just adding on another VA squared. So we're just substituting in. So now we have 2 meters squared per second squared is going to equal to 2 VA squared. 2 meters squared per second squared is equal to 2 VA squared. The 2's are going to drop right out. So you're left with VA squared, or VA, is equal to 1 meter per second. And we know that VA is moving to the left. So we put our arrow to the left, or the negative x direction. So now we know VA, and we know VB is the exact opposite direction. So VB is the same numerical value, 1 meter per second, but it's moving in the exact opposite direction. It is moving to the right. And that is our final end result. Now we know the velocities of VA finally and VB finally after the collision. They're the same values as they were before the collision, but ball A was moving to the right before the collision. Now ball A is moving to the left. Ball B was moving to the left in the before case. Now ball B is moving to the right. They have the exact same numerical value, but they're moving in the opposite direction.